Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 65, and today we have games against Manchester City and Malmo in the Champions League as well. Before we play those games, though, going to share how Swansea have been getting on off camera. And I also want to let you guys know as well, feeling a little bit under the weather today, so if I do sound a little bit different, I do apologise for that. I felt the bug coming on last night, and I woke up this morning with a thumping headache, and I just felt so sore, but hopefully it's not too big of a deal, and you can't tell the difference in the voice, but still, in the last episode, of course, we had the back-to-back defeats against Real Madrid and Derby County. Very, very embarrassing defeats. Probably one of the most embarrassing episodes of the series so far, conceding 8 goals and only scoring 1. It was a nightmare. I mean, it was an absolute nightmare, and it could not have gone worse. But off camera, it could not have gone better. Played 4 games and won all 4. First against Colchester in the Capital One Cup, then a 4-0 victory over Stoke in the Premier League, which is fantastic. Then a 3-1 victory against Monaco in the second game of our Champions League group stage. Real briefly on this as well, we trailed by a goal to nil at the break. I was really fearing the worst because had Monaco held on for their win, they would, of course, be having 6 points, so would Real Madrid, and us and Malmo would have 0 a third of the way through the group. So we had to turn it around. In the end, got a win, scored all 3 of our goals in the second half. That was a massive game. That was huge, absolutely huge. But still following that, a 1-0 victory over Watford as well. And also as well, one thing to note as well, our stadium has been increased. We had yet more building works going on, and now it's up to 34.5 thousand for capacity, which is kind of cool. And of course, we broke the capacity record against Watford in the last games. In today's episode, games against City and Malmo. This is how the league and the Champions League look right now. In the league, we're in 3rd place, 3 points behind the league leader City, who we face today. We're not 3 points behind, we've got the same amount of points, but they're top, and we're in 3rd place, but they do have a better goal difference record. But in the Champions League as well, we're 3 points behind Real Madrid, that's what I meant to say, 3 points behind Real Madrid. We have the same points as Monaco, and of course Malmo currently have 0 as well. So those are the group and the tables right now. And yeah, I think that's all I was supposed to show you today. I don't know why, but the last episodes, whenever I go into the first game, for some reason I feel as though there's like something I'm missing, like there's something I should be showing you, but evidently there isn't. But still, let's just get straight to the game then. We are against City away from home. Esposito's back, by the way. He'll be in the starting 11 for this game for the first time since his injury, which is kind of cool. It'll be is it his first Premier League game this season? I'm pretty sure it is. No, he's played 3 games this season. But Esposito in the first 11 anyway. He'll partner Chewy up top, and this will be a team for the game. So Leno in goal, back for a George, Fabiano, Marlon and Karaman. In midfield, Sisto on the left, Bentaker on the right, and in the middle, Sam, Roman and Pep. Up top together, Chewy and Esposito. I'm very excited to see these two as a duo for the first time and see how they do. And also as well on the bench, Pickford, Rakik, Chambers, Sigurdsson, Brandt, Mahrez and Barbosa. No, they've started top together, haven't they, this season? I honestly can't remember. I don't think they have. I'm not sure. I don't know. But still, first game of the episode, we take on City. One of the biggest games of the season so far. The last episode was pretty embarrassing. 2 defeats and 2 bad defeats. Let's get a win here and let's start today's episode off right. So as we approach the break, it's still goalless, and right on cue here is the first highlight, and oh my god. I mean, that was always going to happen, wasn't it? Manchester City take the lead 7 minutes before the break, and it's Sterling's corner, and I hear Nacho's header. I can't believe that. I really can't. I was just going to say, there's been no highlights yet, and this game looks as though it's going to be a very poor one, which is really uneventful. And City opened the scoring right on cue. Sterling with the corner, Ihie Nacho with the header, and it is 1-0 to the home side. I got to say, this season, I briefly discussed it in the last episode, I don't feel like our side's got weaker at all. I feel like it's got a slight bit stronger, a little bit stronger. But we didn't spend much money in the summer transfer window, and maybe that's why we're not playing as well this season. I don't know. But still, trailed by a goal, but could have got back on all terms instantly. But Sisto was denied by a good save by the City number 1, and it is still 1-0 to the home side. So the home team taking the lead then just before the break. That was always going to happen. Like, I knew as soon as I opened my mouth, City were going to score and open the scoring. So it is 1-0. I do believe there were chances for us to get back in this game in the second half, but I mean, that is just so frustrating. Oh, and Chewy's got an injury as well. This is so frustrating. He's our top scorer this season. He's had a really good beginning to life in Wales, and now he's gone down. This is very frustrating, but last season it was the season of injuries, and this year as well, not as bad. We still had quite a lot of injuries early on in this season. Don't forget, this is just game number 8 in the Premier League season, and quite a few players already have picked up little knocks here and there. and that's very frustrating. Hope that's not a serious injury for Chewy, but this has been a bad start to our 8th season. It really has. So 19 minutes to go, just making some changes, but City have a highlight here and could possibly add a second goal and really kill the game off with Sterling taking it around Redmond here, and Sterling is away from Sammy Boy and he keeps on running here down the right hand side and crosses to the centre, and there is the second goal. It's Ihi Iheanacho has got it. I've just made a double change, I think, or one change anyway. Pep coming on for Mahrez, and sorry, other way around, Mahrez coming on for Pep. But I don't think it's going to matter now because City have gone 2 goals up and that will probably end up doing it. Sterling sprints down the right hand side, got away from Redmond, picks out Ihi Iheanacho, and in the end, it was a flying volley from the striker, and it's 2-0 to the home side. We're going to lose. This will be our 3rd game in succession on camera where we tasted defeat. A really, really big game early on in the season, and we're going to taste defeat. And here is Barbosa down left-hand side, through towards Sisto. Can we get back in the game here? Otamendi heads it away only as far as Mahrez off the bench, who takes it round his man and goes for goal. It's a really good save though, and it's turned behind for a corner. You look in the top right, we actually played quite well in this game, but haven't taken our chances, and if you don't take them, you could get punished, and we will. So still 2-0, and I think that's how the game will finish. And that is indeed how the game will finish. Manchester City 2, Swansea 0, and it's another defeat for us, our 3rd in succession in these episodes, and that is very, very frustrating. Assertively, I'm going to tell them I'm not happy with the performance out there, because even though we did play quite well in stretches, we just didn't take the chances we've got. And I've discussed this a few times now, but I'm really frustrated with the firepower we have not showing it all the time. Like, when you think about it, our strikers, Barbosa, Esposito, and also Chewy, who's now injured. Oh my word, 6 to 7 weeks. Sisto got a knock at the end of the game as well. He's out for 2 weeks. I mean, this is just so frustrating. I don't know why, but we seem to have so many problems with injuries now, and also players just not performing like they used to, and decreasing in stats. It's all going wrong, and I don't know why. Just want to point out, for those wondering, by the way, we have the best coaching staff in the entire league. We are the best in every single category, for those wondering. And also our medical team is the best as well. So for those wondering where it's a problem with my coaching staff, it really isn't. We have the best in the league in every single department. Yet my players continue to get injured and continue to decline in stats. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And as we come into the 2nd game of today's episode here, we now take on Malmo in the 3rd game of the Champions League group stage. We really need to win this game, and we should win this game, but I've decided to make a lot of changes for it and change the formation as well. I'm going a bit crazy with this formation. It's called a 4-1-3-2 wide, and as you can see, this is the lineup, and you can see the formation and the roles right here as well. I think it should make us more adventurous and more attacking, and for a side that need to score more goals, hopefully that will provide that. But I guess I'm a little bit worried we might get hit on the break and we'll have a lot less numbers to cope with any kind of counter-attack. But still, this is the team for the game. Leno starts in goal, back four of George, Rakik, Marlon and Chambers. Redmond is our one central midfielder on his own. And up top we have, ahead of him we have Brown on the left, Mahrez on the right and Sigurdsson as our attacking midfielder. But up top we have Barbosa and Esposito together. On the bench it's Pickford, Fabiano, Gomez, Benzema, Pep, Bale and Hernandez, as well as Karaman is given a night off. And yeah, it's an interesting formation. I'm going to make Rakik a limited defender real quick. It's an interesting formation. It's a change, let's just say that. I don't think I've used this one before, but I hope it'll work. I really do. I need it to work, really. I can't afford to not win this game with the group as it is right now. But still, second game here, so we take on Malmo. Can we bounce back with a win? We should do. Come on, Swansea. Oh, and I think I forgot to show the instructions as well. So just before we move on, those are the instructions right here. Going to try and go down the wings as much as possible, higher the tempo as well. And we will indeed start on attacking. And again, I just want to get the ball in the box as much as possible and see if Esposito and Barbosa can prove their worth to this team and get us some goals. So here we go then, Malmo away, and again we should win this game, but I guess I'm a little bit nervous because if we don't, it'll be quite embarrassing. You know, that'll be 4 games on camera without a win, and you know, this game, this is one we really should be able to get the 3 points in, and with the group set up as it is right now, we need to get the 3 points. As I said before, I think that Malmo, with all due respect, probably aren't going to do much, and so far that has been the case. It's going to be between us and Monaco, I think, to see who goes through. So we need to make sure we get the wins in these games. So first chance of the game could come, unfortunately, to the Swedish side, Malmo, but Chambers cuts out that pass, and instead we could be on the break. If we can get an early goal, I'll feel a lot more confident. Sigurdsson through towards Esposito, down this right-hand side, comes past one and keeps on going, finds George here, through towards Julian Brand, he takes his time, time. Shot is blocked. George back towards Brandt. Again, he's through. And once again, the shot is blocked. So a couple of great chances there for Julian Brandt. Hesitant to pull the trigger. And he ended up he missed his chance, didn't he? So still 0-0, and good to see us get inside, but should have finished that chance there. And here's a free kick for us with Sigurdsson taking it, and what a fantastic strike by Gylfi Sigurdsson. And 4 minutes in, we do indeed take the lead through good old Gylfi. You can always rely on Gylfi Sigurdsson to get you a goal when you need one. Gylfi Sigurdsson's going to finish his career here. He is so important to this side despite his declining, well, he's not really declining his stats, thinking about it. He's still really good, but he's getting on, let's just say that. But still, Sigurdsson with a goal, nice free kick, great to start this game off with an early goal, and it's 1-0 to Swansea. And there's another highlight here as well, pretty much straight after that. Esposito down the right hand side, through towards our goal scorer Sigurdsson. He rolls it through towards Barbosa, who finds the back of the net. And was he onside there? I thought he might have been offside. Evidently not. And Gabriel Barbosa makes it 2 to the Swans. So this is exactly what I wanted. This is really what I wanted to see. You know, making us more attacking, more threatening. I thought he was offside there, Barbosa. Maybe he wasn't, but it's a great finish regardless by the Brazilian. And we go 2 goals up. And now I want us to not show mercy as well. Sometimes we go like 2 goals up early or 3 goals up in the first 25 minutes or something, and then just take the foot off the gas. I want us to keep up this intensity and try and add a 3rd, 4th, 5th goal, maybe even before half time. And 15 minutes in, there could be another highlight here. Sam Redmond picking up the loose ball and finding Riyad Mahrez. Good ball over the top towards the Italian stallion, who is through, and he misses it. Wow, he puts it wide the post. I don't know what has happened to this guy. I really don't, but when we first signed him, he was fantastic. He always has been, but this season and last season as well, we know he's been injured this season, but either way, he doesn't seem to strike me as the same striker he once was, and I don't know why that is, but here's Siggy finding Barbosa, who's through one-on-one, and he also misses. Wow, 2 brilliant chances for our strikers, and both of them put the ball wide. Come on. There's another highlight here, 27 minutes in, and this is what we want to see. So many chances coming as Esposito takes it around his man, and he scored as well. Gets in. Gianluca Esposito does score. It's just his 2nd goal of the season, but I think the goalkeeper could possibly have claimed an own goal for that one. I don't know whether that happened like I think it did, but let's see it on the 3D. I thought he might have saved it, hit the post, and then come back to hit him. Let's see it on the replay. Esposito, no, it doesn't actually hit. It's saved by the goalkeeper only onto the post, and then it goes in. So Esposito does rightfully claim it. It's 3-0 to Swansea. This is so much more like it. And a corner here just before the break. Can we make it far? I was going to say 5. Can we make it 4? We're not there yet. Can we make it 4? Rakik hits the woodwork and then heads the follow-up over the bar. So still 3-0, but fantastic first half here away in Sweden. This is exactly what we need to do. So there's no doubt in my mind we'll go on to claim the 3 points, but I really do want us to get more goals because even though head-to-head is what the Champions League group is sorted on and not goal difference, so the more goals we score in this game probably won't matter at all. I still want us to keep on scoring goals and show that we can get our firepower back, as Esposito is through here, and it's a great save by the goalkeeper as Malmo get the ball clear. Again, I don't know what it is, but his finishing seems worse over the years. I don't know why that is, but still, we lead by 3. Can we get a 4th at some point? Hopefully. Oh, we scored another goal off camera as well. I was making some changes, and I'll just come back to see that. We've gone 4-0 up, and I think Esposito scored. He has as well. How about that? And it's now Malmo 0, Swansea 4. I was making changes off camera. You guys know I don't like to pause the game while I do that. We must have had a corner because Mahrez found Esposito inside the area, who took his time and found the back of the net. And what a finish that was as well by the Italian stallion. I was just criticising his finishing ability, and then he bangs that one out into the top corner. Fantastic goal. It's 4-0. Will Malmo get themselves a consolation goal here? Well, they could have done, and they've hit the woodwork, and Sammy Boy gets it away. It is 4-0 though, and it's been a very good performance. And with 20 minutes to go, another highlight here. Can we grab ourselves a 5th goal and try and get the biggest win of the season so far? Gylfi playing it out wide towards Callum Chambers, who controls and crosses to the centre. And there is Esposito in for his hat-trick. And I think I owe him an apology after my criticism earlier on in the game. Malmo 0, Swansea 5. And that's what these tactics are about as well. Getting the ball down the flanks, crossing the ball into the centre, and hoping someone can run onto the end of it. That's exactly what happened there. Esposito, a simple finish, 5-0 Swansea. What a performance. And this has been a game full of highlights, and there's another one here, and Malmo have made sure we won't get a clean sheet in this one, as Gothberg has made it 5-1. So a cross into the centre by the number 16, Noren, and in the middle, Gothberg finishes, and that is just, I mean, that's terrible. Like, that is genuinely a terrible, terrible Sunday League goal to concede. It's 5-1, and that's a bit frustrating because it's going to be a big win for us, a really good performance, but that's a frustrating way to end if we don't score another goal, because that's poor marking, that's poor defending. And there's yet another highlight here as well, 12 minutes to go. What a game this has been, so many goals in it. Gothberg's in, and he crosses to the far post, and there is Melberg, and it's 5-2. Is the comeback on for Malmo? Probably not, but this is frustrating. A lack of discipline here. We were cruising, we were playing so well, and now we conceded 2 goals just like that. And both goals should have been prevented, I feel. It's a good cross to the centre, no doubt, and Melberg would have finished, but that's 2 goals conceded in like 5 minutes. That's poor defending and a poor show of concentration. And there is yet another highlight with 7 minutes to go. If Malmo score again, I will be absolutely livid. I mean, seriously, we're going to win the game, but it will be disgusting to throw away 3 goals late on when we were in cruise control, as the number 6 plays Melberg here down the right-hand side, and he crosses to the far post. Oh my word! I don't believe this. Malmo 3, Swansea 5. There's no way we're throwing this away. I mean, seriously, we're not going to lose this game or even draw this game, but what has happened to us? Seriously, what has happened to us? Melberg's cross-come shot somehow clips the underside bar and goes in. What Leno's doing, I've got no idea. It's 5-3. What's going on? It's very rare that you'll find me, of all people, who can spend like 20 minutes explaining a 30-second point, to be stumped and have no idea what to say. But I really don't know what to say. Like, I genuinely don't know what to say, because Zlatan says, I think we can be pleased with the football we played, and admittedly going forward we were fantastic, scoring 5 goals. It would have been our biggest win of the season, but then we conceded 3 goals in like the last 15-20 minutes. I've got no idea how. They were terrible goals to concede. The third one was just stupid. I honestly don't know what to say, because part of me calmly wants to say that was a bit of a let-off. We weren't good enough now to step things up against better opposition, because admittedly, like, we were fantastic going forward, but I think this might be the best one here. That was a real Jekyll and Hyde performance from you. Fantastic in the first half, but the second half showing was unacceptable, because that's true. You know, we scored 2 goals in the second half, but, you know, some players have lost focus, some players have been confused and demotivated, but I don't care. That's ridiculous. We were 5 goals up, and then with like 20 minutes to go, conceded 3 soft, easy ones against a Swedish side who have got 0 points 3 games in. So that's very frustrating. You know, we got the win. I'm pleased. The change of formation worked, at least going forward, but defensively, I mean, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. And that will end today's episode in my Football Manager series as well, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. I shall return with games against... who should I have games against? You know what? I kind of want to play a few games off camera and then come back for this double right here, which looks pretty tasty, right? Spurs away at New White Hart Lane, and then Real Madrid at home in the penultimate game of the Champions League group stage. I think that'll be a really awesome double and very, very interesting indeed. So I'll play these games off camera, come back for this double, and hopefully we won't be defending like we did today, but we'll be scoring goals at will like we did in that game against Malmo. But that will end today's episode, so thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic Thursday. Don't forget, on Saturday morning, by the way, I'll be letting you guys choose my FIFA 17 career mode, so look out for that video. Career mode team, I should say. So look out for that video. I'm going to start working on it tomorrow, and I'm really excited to bring that to you. So thanks for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave a like. Much love, have a great day, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.